Welcome back. The dream of home ownership is not always attainable for some people, but thanks to a great community resource, the reality of that dream is getting easier.
Yeah, Lamont Davis and Bill Druliner are here to tell us about Take Root Milwaukee Homeownership Fair. We're super excited to see both of you. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Just by way of explanation, to help people understand, Take Root Milwaukee is a consortium of, is it 40-something different nonprofits who all have the same goal? Right?
There are 46 organizations that are part of Take Root. It includes lenders, nonprofit agencies, and others that are interested in promoting home ownership and home retention in the city of Milwaukee. So many of us do slightly different things within the consortium. I work for an organization called Green Path that does mainly financial counseling for folks that are struggling with their financial situation.
People in debt?
Exactly. So if debt or credit may be a barrier to purchasing a home, then that's kind of what Green Path focuses on. But then we work as a part of this broader consortium with other agencies, including Lamont's organization that helps with rehabilitation of homes. So.
Okay. And just so you know, even if you're listening and you're like, well, I don't know how this affects me per se, home ownership boosts the local economy. The greater the home ownership across the board, the better the local economy. So this is good for everyone.
Absolutely true.
That you all are doing this. So talk a little bit about the fair that's coming up, what people are going to be able to access, who is it for? Just pitch the invitation here.
Absolutely. So on March 18th, Saturday, from 8 o'clock until noon at the Italian Community Center in Milwaukee, there's going to be a fair that's focused on helping folks to either learn about purchasing a home, fixing their home if they have any concerns about about repairs that need to be done, or if anybody is worried about possible foreclosure or affordability of their mortgage, there will be counselors on site to be able to assist with that as well. The resources at this fair will be completely free, and there's also information about grant and down payment assistance programs that can help with home repairs or with the purchase of a home.
Let's talk specifically about home repairs and rehabbing a home. How does that part of what you do work?
Well, what we start to realize is that when you buy a home, a lot of times you're left alone. You have this home, it is beautiful in the first year, but as you start to live in the home, as we do, we live in our homes here in Wisconsin, 5-10 years out, you're struggling to figure out how to afford repairs. And some of those repairs are pretty expensive. If you look at the cost of a new roof, depending on where you live, that could be anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. And that's pretty substantial for people who are not prepared for that repair. And so there are programs out here that can help you with those kind of expenditures, but you have to be aware of it. And this is part of our effort to make you aware of those things that are available in our community.
And a lot of people will just live with the problem because they think the last thing I want to do is take on more debt. But in particular situations, you might not be taking on as much debt as you think you're going to be able to do something like put in a new roof.
Well, my organization, Community First, we've been focused on rehabilitation, and we do a great grant. The grant is for people who have code violations, and it's funded by the city of Milwaukee. And on average, we did about $33,000 in repairs on each home that we undertook.
Wow.
So you'll see programs like that available. The city of Milwaukee has some loans for home buying that we're going to be promoting. You can get up to $20,000 toward the purchase of a home. Most of the time, you have to agree that someone's going to be low to moderate income that lives in the home. That's a lot of us that are low to moderate income. And I guess I have the best job in the world, because once you're able to give someone that level of help to fix their home, they make you feel really special.
Yeah, because they experience the American dream, which is a wonderful gift to be able to be part of giving someone. And we teased specifically this up to, I think it was $20,000 to rehab a home and potentially a forgivable loan. How does that work?
Well, it's one of the greatest things. The city has an interest in people owning homes and staying in the community and building our city up. And so the agreement is very simple. For the $20,000 that the city is able to provide to you, you agree to stay in the home for 5 years. You do have to meet some of the income eligibility and criteria, but that's it. You stay for 5 years, and the loan is forgiven after the 5th year.
Wow.
I'm loving how much Milwaukee wants to keep us all around. We're really learning that today.
Yeah,
you know?
the show's been about that
today. I think it's very cool. So give a little bit more specifics about the fair. Do people need to bring anything with them? Is this some time where, I'm going to walk up to you and say, okay, I want to do this? Or do we exchange information and then we talk later? Like, how does this work?
So there will be folks on site to be able to talk about individual programs, and you can learn if you're eligible for those programs. Some agencies actually provide in-depth financial education or home buyer education programs where you may follow up with that agency to participate in those programs. But for the most part, it's kind of a drop-in event. It's not the entire 4 hours that somebody's going to be committing their Saturday morning to participate in this. But as you come in and kind of learn about what you're interested in, you can then get good information to be able to follow up on and to see if you qualify for the financial assistance or other help in kind of helping you to achieve some of the dreams that you may have with your finances. So.
Well, and I think you make the great point that there's help that exists, but a lot of what you have to do is let people know that you are there, that you exist, and that these resources are something they can access. Absolutely. So if you're concerned about losing your home, keeping up with mortgage payments, if you're interested in purchasing and rehabbing a fixer-upper, you're looking to purchase for the first time, all of these types of things related to home ownership and home repair are all happening. You can get information at this incredible fair that's free and open to the public. It's happening not this Saturday, but next Saturday, March 18th from 8 a.m. until noon at the Italian Community Center at the ICC, which is located on East Chicago Street. Parking is also free. You can find out more by going to this website. It's takerootmilwaukee.com. Great to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you all.
Thanks for
so
doing
much.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you
it's
very
really
much.
neat. Thank you.
Yes.